Yes, Marvel Rivals is still good and very fun and has not gotten boring yet, hopefully. But as I've been playing this game, I'm starting to see some holes, I guess you can call it. I guess stuff that's getting repetitive and annoying with the game. And in this video, I want to talk about, surprisingly, what Overwatch does better than Marvel Rivals and what Marvel Rivals kind of does better than Overwatch, I guess you can say. But I guess mostly in this video, I'm going to just be talking about what's been kind of annoying me from Marvel Rivals. So just let's get on with it. You see, in Overwatch, the one class of characters that was getting really annoying was tanks. And in tanks, in this game, tanks, there was back then at least, there was a little strategy called GOATs, is where you would do 4 tanks and 2 supports. And it was getting really annoying because DPS would become like not viable to play because the tanks were so beefy, and then the supports, if I remember, I think it was Lucio and Moira. I think it was Moira or someone else, but I know Moira was in there for sure. And you would have to play this. You would have to play 4 tanks, 2 supports. You can't have fun with other DPS characters. You can't have fun with some other tanks. You can't even have fun with some of the supports. You had to choose Moira and Lucio, if I remember correctly. And the game got very, very bad. So bad that they had to make a role queue type thing. A lot of people didn't like that, but I personally love role queue. I think that's one of the best things they've done. And they still have open there, so you know, you can still play open and play role queue. Another thing they also fixed with Overwatch 2 is that the tanks would have less health now when you're playing open. So you could still try the tank strategy, but it won't be as annoying, I guess, as it was back then. Anyways, I had to give that little fast example. In Marvel Rivals, what's annoying is not tanks, but support. I'm pretty sure everyone who has played Marvel Rivals for a while, pretty sure you've heard Cloak and Dagger say it's them against the world probably every match you play. And the supports have gotten so annoying in this game that a meta is actually 3 supports. Cloak and Dagger, probably Miss Fantastic, and maybe a Rocket or like a Rocket or a Jeff or whatever 3rd support you want to play. But for sure, you would need a Cloak and Dagger and a Miss Fantastic. The heals in this game are insane, are literally insane. There was a moment where I was just standing in my Cloak and Dagger's ult, and I'm just standing there, and 4 of the enemy teammates are shooting me at the same time, and I'm not dying. Literally. Maybe they had bad aim. Maybe. Okay, sure. But it was just me, a 1v4, and I wasn't dying. At least in Overwatch, I know, I can't believe I'm saying this, but at least in Overwatch, even if you had a support ult like a Lucio ult, and you're there by yourself, against 4 people, you die instantly. Oh, my bad, not that. Sorry. Let's mute that word. You would game end. It gets so annoying when you hear a support ult in this game, and it's just like, okay, well, now I can't do anything for like the remaining time. Luna Snow, that was the 3rd support ult I was thinking about. Luna or even a Loki actually would be pretty good. Anyways, when you hear Luna Snow about to dance, it's like, okay, well, nothing can die for now. And like I said in Overwatch, even though someone does a support ult, you could still, you can still do something about it. The healing wasn't so crazy in that game. I don't know what they can do to fix this problem. I don't even know if it should be fixed, because once you fix this, then you just start fixing every little thing that gets annoying, and that kind of might ruin the game. I'm just saying what's annoying from this game. That's one thing. Another thing that Overwatch does better than Marvel Rivals, and I kind of mentioned that already, is role queue. It's not such a big problem actually, believe it or not. Marvel Rivals, I think it's doing good right now. I don't think, like I said in Overwatch where it was 4 tanks, 2 supports every game, I don't think Marvel Rivals have reached that point. But I would definitely like a role queue. I would likes that a lot. Can't even talk in this video. But there's definitely been moments where like someone doesn't want to play DPS. It's funny, in this game, a lot of people don't really want to play a DPS or sometimes a tank, but me personally, I've seen people not want to play a DPS. They mostly want to play support, keep it safe. That can get really annoying. I feel like this game should add a role queue, but do it like Overwatch, like there's a role queue and there's an open queue, so you don't have to play role queue if you have to. I know some people have problems with a role queue. This is definitely, I feel like, a problem that would come later in the game. The game is still fairly new. They don't need to do that right now, but I feel like eventually they're gonna have to, especially when they keep adding characters. A game, when you keep adding characters, it's gonna get unbalanced slowly and steadily. But this is definitely something that's not really a big deal right now, but I for sure will know that it will be a big deal a little later down the road. My opinion, by the way. Go easy on me on the comments. Now, the next things aren't problems. Now, I repeat, the next things aren't problems, okay? but it's something that I would like to see in the game as the game evolves. I would like a campaign mode. Again, I'm pretty sure if you guys know me, I love stories, and this game has a pretty cool story. I don't really know much of it, but from what I've seen is that there's 2 Doctor Dooms, I think, and something's going on and the timeline's being mixed up, and actually all these characters that we're playing are actually from different universes, not the same. So like, you know, Namor's universe, his Spider-Man might not be the Spider-Man that we're playing in the game right now. I would just like a story mode. Let's not do the same mistake that Overwatch did and promise us a story mode and not deliver. I feel like this game would do a really cool story mode. I don't know, that would just be awesome. Another thing, what if like they did a first person mode, right? I know I'm trying to make this game like Overwatch, but I swear I'm not. But like Fortnite did a first person mode and then Overwatch did a third person mode. What if like this game did like a first person mode? That would be kind of cool, right? No? Yes? No? Yes? No? Okay, well, just throwing out some ideas. I think that's about it, what Overwatch kind of does better than Marvel Rivals. I would say still though, Marvel Rivals is doing a little bit better. I don't know if that has to do because we're fatigued of Overwatch. Like what if Marvel Rivals came out first and then a game called Overwatch came out? Like would the roles be reversed? Would people now be into Overwatch and bored of Marvel Rivals? We don't know. But overall, like I said, Marvel Rivals is doing better than Overwatch. I just wanted to point out some little small things that annoy me or are starting to annoy me in this game, and I'm sure more things are going to come out to annoy me in this game. But that's with every game. It's not just this game. But oh, you know, there is one more thing. Marvel Rivals, can you please charge us more for microtransactions like Overwatch? No, I'm just kidding. That was a joke. That was a joke right there. You get it, because Overwatch charges a lot. Anyways, let me know in the comments, where do you guys would want to see improvements from Marvel Rivals that they have not put yet? Or what improvements do you want Overwatch to be put on that game? You know, like right now they just took out the stadium mode and it looks kind of cool. I don't like the whole choosing your abilities in the beginning of the game. I know some games do that. I've never really liked that. I think it's because I'm an idiot, but I don't really like complicated stuff. It looks a little complicated, but I'm pretty sure obviously once you do it a few times, it's not gonna be complicated. You just start the game, you choose your abilities, you choose your little power-ups, whatever, and I'm pretty sure some of those abilities from Overwatch Stadium were taken out from the campaign. Thank you, by the way, for canceling that campaign. I totally wasn't hyped for Overwatch 2 because of that campaign. No, totally, that wasn't it. But yeah, this is just a really fast video. Again, just wanted to rant about Marvel Rivals a little bit and kind of just some things that Overwatch did do a little bit, or does a little bit better than Marvel Rivals. But this game is still new, so I feel like it has an upper hand on Overwatch. But I'm really glad that this game has lit a fire up Overwatch's or Blizzard's butt to get their things together, because look how fast that game mode came out. That was fast. That was pretty fast. It's crazy what happens when there's competition, you know. But yeah, let me know in the comments what improvements do you want to see on both games, and support the cause and subscribe. And I got more videos here, you know, just me ranting about stuff, you know, making my I don't know if I can say this word, half-ass videos. I want to be kid friendly, you know. I want everyone to see these videos. I don't want to get age restricted. Bye.